Enjoying it?
That's very true.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Don't forget the boards. You'll come again next week?
Not next week, but Monday.
It's bank holiday. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, week today, Monday.
Oh yeah, Monday week.
That's right, I must go Saturday then. How did the Vanessa project start, Rob?
It started in 2007 as a result of, we lost our daughter Vanessa, that's Sue and I. Vanessa suffered from bipolar disease for a long time. She was a psychiatric nurse, she studied half of that when she was well, and she got particularly interested in horticultural therapy. And I think it was during her time in Ireland that she set up a couple of projects, one in Clonmel, and she worked in Carrick-on-Shore in Tipperary, and I think she realised that horticultural therapy was very beneficial to people who have got mental health issues. So tragically she died in 2006, and then in 2007 Sue and I thought, well, let's try and keep her memory going, and we set up the project in conjunction with Somerset Mind. And fortunately enough, we got yourself, Alison, which I think was a big boon, and you've stuck with the project ever since. And I think we've got a lot of people here now who started in 2007, and they're still benefiting. Would that be fair to say that, guys?
Yeah.
Brian particularly. I mean, Evelyn, Chris over there. He supplies the backup. James came a bit later, but he's a big help. But yeah,
and
that's
Dawn as well.
Dawn, yeah, that's right. Yeah, one or two others are away at the moment. So yeah, well, I mean, it's going on. I think it was initially set up to run for a limited period. That's how Somerset Mine works. I think I'm right in saying that. And but then we found, well, let's try and keep it going. And Sue set up a friends project specifically for fundraising in her own right, and
that's doing quite well.
That's doing quite well. Anything going on with that, Sue? What?
Well, we've got a tribute night this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
To raise some more money. It's quite hard work, and the money is coming in.
It's hard work. I mean, even today, when we came down here today, we were surprised to find, well, pleasantly surprised, we had a cheque for £100 for somebody in Bootle. No, how about that?
And Evelyn does we do plant sales, and Evelyn does a lot of work for planting up and propagation, and Dawn has run some plant sales, and we've generated quite a bit of money.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yes, I started it when it started, and I wouldn't go without because I don't have any garden, and I do go there twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, because I just enjoyed it very much. That's what it is.
Good. And so you do a lot of watering as well, even, don't you? Just keep an eye on what's going on. Yeah, caretaker sort of thing.
Well, I'm glad to say. It's nice that it is. Yeah.
And for people who don't have their own garden, if you live in a flat and you've got no outdoor space, it can be lovely to actually have a space you can use.
Get me out, actually. Get me out. Really, that's the main thing. Because even if it's winter, well, November, something like that, or February, I go only because you wanted to go out, and there's always something in the polytunnel.
Yeah.
So yes, it's very beneficial.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mark, you've been. This is just your second time here, isn't it? What drew you to the gardening, and what do you like about the gardening?
I like outside work. Sorry, I'm a bit on edge first time I've done this. A bit on edge.
So we all, Mark.
Yeah. I like gardening. I'm used to working outside. Hope I can work out again. Thank you. That's it.
And Brian, you work at Brimstone?
I do, yes. As I say, I initially went up to the allotment. The first time I saw it was in the summer of 2006, which was very hot, especially mid-July, and it was a mass of weeds, and I realised a lot of work needed to be done to make it an actual allotment. So I joined it really then, and then at the end of 2007 we had an official launch, which was very successful. The MP helped to launch it, David Laws.
Laws.
Yeah. And the last few years, we've entered the Oval in Bloom, which is held in September. And in 2008, we got the Bronze Award, followed by, in 2009, the Silver, and then last year, the Gold. Wow. And we're thrilled to bits. And as I say...
we've got a picture of you with the mayor, don't we?
That's right, there's a picture of me with the mayor.
And Grace.
And Grace as well, who's on holiday at the moment. In July, I've been asked to do a talk on to do with the weather in general. So I'm going to bring up some of my weather instruments and my diary and that, and hopefully Alison will attend that one. Okay, this is the rain gauge, which I measure the rainfall each week. You can see there's about 5 millimetres inside there. And I've recently purchased a thermometer for the temperature as well. And that's going to be put up on the north side of the shed the week after next. Weather forecasting is one of my main interests, as you can guess.
I think what was benefited me most of all about the Vanessa project is that when you start working on the allotment, you cease to be a patient, you're a worker again. And that's very uplifting. In fact, it's done me so much good that I'm no longer a psychiatric patient because I was discharged from someone's hospital.
Oh, what a... Yeah, brilliant.
And this shows the power of horticultural therapy.
But I'd like to say about the website,
Yeah.
that if anybody's watching this who's good with computers or writing articles,
James's
or
column as well on the website.
Oh yes, James's column is brilliant on the website. But it's quite a struggle to manage to do it all, and it would be great if there's anybody out there who enjoys doing that sort of work that could help us.
I used to pick tomatoes near Madford.
Oh, right.
Chilton Cantaloupe.
Yeah, I know,
I
yeah.
went to Chilton Cantaloupe boarding school.
Oh, right.
Madford.
Yeah.
We're lucky we've got a very strong team. We've got lots of keen gardeners that are very knowledgeable. Everybody comes with their own approach. Evelyn loves companion planting, and we try and be as organic as possible.
Right.
Unfortunately, we do fall down with slugs.
Yeah.
But it's lovely to see the different methods, the different approaches, and we try and leave enough space so that everybody can have their own say and their own approach.
Yeah.
Brian's brilliant at potatoes.
Oh, right.
Mark is just quite new, but so we don't know its strengths yet. Polytunnel's brilliant. So we've had an exceptionally windy day today, and wind can be quite exhausting.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a place of shelter, and the extra large shed as well, where we can make tea, coffee, keep things.
Yeah, yeah.
Change our boots, put our coats. That's been. And then we've got the lovely table now, so we can sit around and sit down properly and talk and offer each other peer support, and which is a crucial part of everything, to look after each other as well.
Hi, this part of the world.
Yeah, only Whammo. You see this?
You're on camera.
They've already got one. Two people from Somerset Community Food came and did some cooking with us for several weeks, I should think it was.
Is that like using our own produce?
Using our own produce, that's right. And produce that we grew, and we were given some recipes from them and that.
There was allotment soup, wasn't there?
Yes, that was very nice.
The Nigel Slater recipe.
Yeah, I think
Nobody loves you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny, and your friends haven't any. When you get back on your feet again, let me your long lost friend.